Hello sports fans, I'm Director of Sports Information here at McRae, Andy Fisher, and welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Today we have a great show for you. We have an interview with a women's volleyball player and a couple interviews with the men's soccer team. So stay tuned for a great show.
Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Darius Melba, and today we're here with the awesome James Morgan. How you doing today?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here. James plays men's soccer actually here at McRae College. Can you just give the viewers a description, the background of who you are and why did you come to McRae College?
Well, I'm James. I'm a captain on the men's soccer team. I'm from Newcastle, England. Played for Newcastle back home a little bit, and then I thought my next move was to move overseas and come to McRae. And I thought it was a good fit for me. I like the location, like the school, so. That's
awesome. Yeah. And since you are from out of the country, how has translating your talents and just your overall lifestyle been, coming to the U.S. from being in Europe?
It's been an experience, to say the least. I've enjoyed it though, especially being around the people I'm around. At least McRae has made it a lot easier, made it a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. So yeah, I've enjoyed it.
So I'm gonna push you on the spot. Are U.S. citizens nicer or Europeans?
I'm not going to answer that. I had some trouble back home, so I'm not going to answer that.
That's funny. So you are a junior, so you had some experience playing soccer. Overall, how do you think this year has been, just playing this year?
It's been a rough year for the team. We've had our ups and downs. The vibe around the team is still quite positive though, so we're quite pleased. We've still got 2 more games left. Still fighting for a conference position in conference tournament, so I feel like it's been all right. It could have been better, but we're still fighting. We've still got a lot to play for going into these next coming weeks.
That's good. And Ashley, do you have any future plans since you are getting up there in the scale? You have 1 more year after this. Do you know what you want to do yet?
I don't know. I'm going to see if I can play in a league over the summer in the States. Obviously, focus on next season. Obviously, hopefully, win something next season with McRae, and then see what's going to happen after I graduate. So.
Sounds good. And do you have any last advice for anybody or anything that you know that can help you for the future, since you have one last year as well?
I feel like just don't take it for granted. Don't take this college experience and your 4 years that you could play for granted. Work as hard as you can every day, every game, every minute. Work as hard as you can, and then hopefully you'll win something. And it's always a great feeling when you win something. So.
I hope everybody takes that to heart. Well, thank you for being here today, and just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Today we're here with the lovely Haley Leonard. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Haley here plays women's volleyball here at McRae College. Can you just give the viewers just a little bit of a background and description of who you are as an individual?
I'm Haley. I am a senior on the volleyball team. I am one of the captains. I am a art and design major here at McRae with a business minor and history minor. Anything else?
Yep, that's nice. That's a good little description. And you're a senior, correct? Am I right? So you've been playing here for a few years, and you've had a lot of experience. How do you think this year has been compared to the previous 3 years that you've been here?
I think this year we've had the most promise out of any years. Our record has not been the best this year, but I still think we have a chance to really make it turn around. We still have a good chance for that, and really excited for the rest of the year. Never over.
I've been to a few of your games. Y'all definitely have a lot of potential. Y'all play well, so I definitely agree with you. Do you have any future plans for the future? Since you are a senior, I know you got to think about internships and maybe moving off somewhere. Do you have any plans right now?
As of now, I hope to go to grad school to get my master's because I hope to teach. Next semester, I will have an internship here under another art teachers. So it'd be kind of a teacher assistant type position.
Teacher assistant. And that's really nice. And you said you want to specifically teach graphic design, kind of?
Kind of like that, studio art and that type of stuff.
Okay, nice. And since you are a senior and you're a captain, is there any advice that you would love to give your teammates or any athlete that's a younger or a freshman or anything that can help them later on?
Any of these? I think especially for a sport like volleyball where we play till a set point. It's not a time thing. What you got to remember is the game's never over. No matter what, from your freshman year to senior year, first match to last, the game's never over, and you never have to stop playing because you never know what might happen.
Nice. You're right about that. It's very competitive. It's very fast-paced. Well, thank you for being here today. And stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Darius Melbine, and we're here with the awesome Seth Lowther. And also, he's a men's soccer coach here at Leeds McRae College. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Darius. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And can you just give the viewers a little bit of a description of who you are and where you're from?
Absolutely. Work with the men's soccer program here with Coach Rich Wall. Come from Dallas, Texas, born and raised. Been in the conference total now 11 years. Conference Carolinas over here on the Southeast region.
Awesome. And you're from Dallas, so I know you're a big Cowboys fan, am I right?
Yes, very big Cowboys fan. The hot topic now is it Tony Romo or Dak Prescott?
I was going to actually ask you that. You beat me to it. What you think about that since you're a Dallas fan?
I think Dak Prescott's doing a very good job. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
He's been winning games, so I say we keep continuing on with Dak.
Definitely, and I mean they only lost one game, and he's actually #1 in QBR in the league, so he's doing really good this year, and
he is
really well. And outside of soccer, since you are a coach, you care about your players as well. You want them to do really good in life. I noticed you actually have some values for your team. Can you just explain a little bit about those values for me?
Absolutely. We have 16 values that we hold the program and all of our guys to. Every bit of intent of helping these guys grow as men to be better citizens of the community. We go through them each week. I'll put a value up and I'll have the guys read it, focus on one value for the week, and we'll go back through and I'll ask the guys to give me an example of how they were selfless for the week. Just a way to get it to stick with the group. And it's one thing that we've hit as soon as I've got here and we've got it running with the program. I've seen improvements. I look forward to continuing to help these guys grow with all 16. With the weeks that we've had, we've gotten through 8 of the values, so about halfway there, and we'll continue to push on with them as we work our way through the fall and into the spring.
That's good. I know that's a really good tradition. I know coaches love to see their players excel on and off the field. So, well, I asked James how he thought the season is going. Do you have a perspective on what you think this year as a coach?
Yeah, a perspective for sure. I'm very happy with the guys that we have. To put it into words briefly, we're growing. We have a really young team. We have a handful of leaders like James, but we brought in a very big freshman class. And we've asked a lot of them this year, and they're going to grow, they're going to learn through experience. So our job is to teach and continue to teach, and that's what we've done with them every day. The season itself, from a win-loss perspective, has been a disappointment to me and to the guys. Nobody likes losing. We don't play to lose. But we're here to learn, and I'm here to teach, and that's what we're going to do. One of our values, which actually ties into this, is learns from mistakes, and that's a big one. You gain experience, freshmen get experience. Every day is an opportunity to get better, and our guys are doing that. We've taken a lot of losses this year. If you have a look at how the games have gone, a lot of them have been 1-goal games. So we're in it. We're competitive. We're guiding the guys, and we're going to get them going in the right direction, and we'll keep going at it every day.
Good.
So obviously we want to win trophies. Who doesn't? But what's important here is teaching these guys and helping these guys grow as men, and that's what we are doing.
That's good. And you said you brought in a big freshman group, so that means y'all have a lot of potential. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And for one last question, do you have any advice, or do you have a suggestion on what you could possibly do, or what your team needs to do in order to excel even further next year?
Yeah, absolutely. we're going to bring in another big class next year. So what our guys need to do is they need to continue to work hard and be resilient and stay positive. And they have done that. It's how we respond to adversity is what's important here. And that's what we're focused on as coaches. And that's where we dig in and start to build character. So consistency is a big one. And with those things added up in the direction we're going to be just fine.
Good.
We're going to get there.
Well, thank you for that, and good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
having me, Darius.
Oh yeah, thank you for being here. And just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Legs right after this. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Today we're here with Andy Fisher. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I noticed you were a Vikings fan, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this past weekend against Philadelphia? I know it was a tough little game.
No comment.
No comment? So that tells you everything right there. So we actually had a few games. We had volleyball, we had soccer as well, and Andy's actually going to give us a recap.
Yep, it was a busy week for Bobcat Athletics. All the fall teams are in season. The cross-country team, specifically the men's team, had a really good showing at the conference championships. They finished second among the 10 teams, and women finished 10th. So very successful day for the Bobcats. The other teams that were in action, the volleyball team had a busy week with 4 matches. They picked up a win, a 3-0 win over Pfeiffer on the road. And then rounding out the week, both soccer teams were in Barton. The women's team won 1-0, and the men's team fell 2-0. So overall, pretty good week for the Bobcats.
Yeah, most definitely. And the basketball team also had a scrimmage as well against Catawba, and they did pretty well. They played 6 10-minute quarters and wiped the score off every quarter, so they couldn't really tell the score. But it was a really good and exciting game. There's a lot of promise for them. And actually, for the rest of the week, we do have a few more games. And can you just give us a little bit of what's coming up next?
Yep, the fall programs are all kind of wrapping up their respective seasons this week. The women's volleyball team actually hosts their final home match Tuesday night against Pfeiffer, so you should all come out. And then men's soccer and women's soccer have a pair of doubleheaders. First on Wednesday against King, beginning at 5, and then again on Saturday against Emmanuel, beginning at 2. So everybody should come out and support the Bobcats.
Definitely, and thank you for that. And best of luck to all the teams and for the rest of their season. Pray that they do well and everybody stays safe. And just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. And Andy will actually do the finishing close.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I want to thank all of our guests on today's show and Darius for his great interviewing skills. Just a reminder to fans, we have events going on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, so everyone should come out and support the Bobcats. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and we hope to see you again next week on This Week in Bobcat Athletics.